Those Shoes by Mary Beth Boltz. Illustrated by Noah Z. Jones. I have dreams about those shoes. Black high tops, 2 white stripes. Grandma, I want them. There's no room for want around here, Grandma says. What you need are new boots for winter. Brandon T. comes to school in those shoes. He says he's the fastest runner now, not me. I was always the fastest runner before those shoes came along. Next, Alan, Jacob, and Terence each get a pair. Then, one day, in the middle of kickball, one of my shoes comes apart. Looks like you could use a new pair, Jeremy, Mr. Alfrey, the guidance counselor, says. He gives me a pair of shoes with a cartoon animal on it. When I come back to the classroom, the only kid not laughing is Antonio Parker. At home, Grandma says, "How kind of Mr. Alfrey." I nod and turn my back. I'm not going to cry about any dumb shoes. On Saturday, Grandma says, "Let's check out those shoes you're wanting so much. I got a little bit of money set aside. It might be enough. You never know." At the shoe store, Grandma turns over the shoes that Jeremy wants. She checks the price. When she sees it, she sits down heavily. "Maybe they wrote it down wrong," I say. Grandma shakes her head. Then I remember the thrift shops. We ride the bus to the first one. There's every kind of shoe except the ones I want. We ride the bus to the second thrift shop. Not a pair of those shoes in sight. Around the corner is the third thrift shop. I see something in the window. I shove my foot into the first shoe. Grandma feels for my toes at the end of the shoe. "Oh, Jeremy," she says, "I can't spend good money on shoes that don't fit." "They're okay," I say, curling my toes. Then I buy them with my own money. A few days later, Grandma puts a new pair of snow boots in my closet. She doesn't say a word about my 2 big feet shuffling around in my 2 small shoes. "Sometimes shoes stretch," I say. I check every day, but those shoes don't stretch. I have to wear my Mr. Alfrey's instead. One day during math, I glance at Antonio's shoes. One of them is taped up, and his feet look smaller than mine. That night, I am awake for a long time thinking about Antonio. When morning comes, I run across the street to Antonio's apartment. I put the shoes in front of his door. I push the doorbell and run. At school, I feel happy when I look at Antonio's face and mad when I look at my Mr. Alfrey shoes. Later, snow is everywhere. Then I remember what I have in my backpack. New black boots. Standing in line to go to recess, Antonio leans forward. "Thanks," he says. I smile and give him a nudge. "Let's race,"